Good evening, everybody. This is Ariel with EnterTalk Radio, and it's NAMM 2017, and we're kicking the week off with Blackstar Amplifier's 10th anniversary party here at Swing House Studios in Hollywood, California. I'm standing in Blackstar UK's Hollywood office with CEO Ian Robinson from Blackstar Amps. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us tonight.
No problem at all. It's a pleasure.
Talk a little bit about Blackstar, how it came to be. What was its inception?
What was the inception? Obviously UK company based in a place called Northampton, which is 50 miles north of London. 4 guys used to work for another amp brand. You may have heard of Marshall.
Sure. Yeah.
We worked for those for many, many years, and we decided to set something up ourselves. We started 10 years ago, and since then, a lot of hard work, dedication, passion for really just trying to find how to get the ultimate guitar sound, and that's a kind of lifelong ambition of ours.
And do you cater to a specific tone or specific style of guitar playing, or do you kind of run the gamut of all, different sorts of players?
Well, mate, the concept behind our amplifiers is slightly different than the other traditional brands.
Right.
In so much that we've got certain features and technologies that allow people to change the sound radically compared to traditional amps. So it's not about getting a certain style of sound, it's about people finding their own sound. So our tagline is the sound in your head, which I think is pretty cool, but it's what we're all about.
Right.
It's, guitarists spend their entire lives searching for that Shangri-La tone, and we it's our job to help them along the way as best we can.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed with whatever Blackstar amps that I've played through. I've definitely noticed how versatile they are and how much you can get out of one amp, and that's really cool.
It's funny because products is what we're all about, and
right.
For guitarists, products are really, really important. And the way it started in a way was it's kind of two things coming together in terms of the product. So I'm a guitarist since I was a kid,
right,
and always trying to get the sound that I used to hear on albums. Back in the day, they were called albums.
Yeah.
And you buy your old Marshall and your Tube Screamer pedal and stuff, and you plug it in just like they said they recorded the album, and it didn't sound like that. And Bruce Keir, our technical director, he's a super genius engineer, and he kind of had the same background, but was a bass player, so not quite as into the tone part of it. And working together with my kind of ears and that drive to want to find out why stuff sounded that way.
Right.
And Bruce had the technical drive to find out the way they were. So our amps don't sound the way they do by accident. It's because of a lot of research, technical innovation. For us, it's not about black art. A lot of guitar amplifier design is a black art, and it isn't a black art. It's about understanding why amps sound the way they do and then improving it.
All right, I got to ask you the most important question of the night. Do you have to remind people that Blackstar is one word and not two?
Not until now.
No.
No, actually not. No.
Yeah.
It's that's been a great name for us. Like when you have a band, you're in a band, and we've all done this. Is that a good band name? And how do you choose a band name? And for us, I suppose, with it being our potential futures, we'd all work for 3 years with no cash and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Getting the right name was so important. So I think we struck lucky.
I only asked about a week ago. My band, it was David Bowie's birthday last week, and my band played his final album, Blackstar, start to finish.
Wow.
It was fun. It was an accomplishment. But
yeah.
Every piece of press we got, everybody wrote Blackstar as 2 words, and I'm like, thanks for the press, but it's one word. It's one word, But
no, it definitely is one word.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you if you had any problems with that. And since actually, I'm a huge Bowie fan. I got him on my pin here, and that's probably one of his best albums. Has there been any interesting tie-ins with his final album, Blackstar, and with Blackstar amps?
Yeah. It's very interesting you should say that.
Yeah.
And it's very, very sad as well that on such a high note in terms of creativity that he kind of passed away.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, I'm a kind of latecomer to the whole Bowie thing. Mm-hmm. The last 3 or 4 albums I thought have been absolutely great.
Yeah.
He's been on a real roll. He was on a real roll.
Yeah.
But the story with Blackstar is kind of an irony to it, in that I believe one of the reasons, or the reason he called the album Blackstar, was because there was a Blackstar amp, one of
really?
HG5 or something, in the studio. and he just cottoned onto it. I think that's the story, and I think it's been authenticated now. But I mean, how cool is that? And what a massive honor for us.
So you heard it here first. David Bowie's final album, Blackstar, was named after Blackstar amplifiers.
I think so.
It's a fact.
I think it's a fact.
It's a fact. Ian, I can't thank you enough for inviting us to this party. Congratulations on 10 years, and, you know, I hope we see 10 more years and 10 more years after that.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of your amps, and I can't wait to see what's coming out next, and thank you so much for talking to me.
Okay, mate. Cheers.
All
Absolutely
right.
Brilliant.
For EnterTalk Radio, this is Ariel Levine, sponsored by Pitbull Audio, and let's have fun. We're here at NAMM. Bye. And once again, good evening, everybody. This is Ariel from EnterTalk Radio. It's NAMM 2017. We are kicking off the week here at Blackstar Amp's 10th anniversary party. We're in the Blackstar UK's Hollywood office at Swing House Studios in Hollywood, California. It's the first night, and we're already drinking. This is Paul Heyhoe. He's the sales and managing director at Blackstar Amps. Paul, what are you drinking?
This is a vodka and tonic.
Hey, I'm having a vodka tonic, too.
Well, cheers.
Cheers to you. Is that your poison of choice, or is that all they had here tonight?
No, it's normally gin and tonic, but unfortunately it was a misorder. But, you know, I'm not fussy.
I can't drink gin. I don't know. It's something about when I drink gin, it just sort of weighs heavy on my shoulders. Vodka goes down easy. I don't get a hangover.
There you go.
But on to the important stuff. How long have you been with Blackstar since its inception?
Yeah, I'm one of the founders.
Yeah?
Yep. So
Yeah.
in the beginning, there were 4 bald men.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. And
Now it's 4 balder men? Or is
Yeah. No, we were pretty much this bald at the start.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. At least you're, holding on for what you got. You know?
Absolutely.
I have this great full head of hair, but every time I look in the mirror, I see like my corners are getting bigger. And I'm a little worried about that. But let's talk about these amps. From my personal experience with these amps, they're incredibly versatile, and you can get a wide array of sounds. And what has been your experience working for this company and being one of the founders of this company over the last 10 years?
Well, it was always important for us to have amps that were really versatile so they would appeal to a wide variety of different players. We didn't want just a blues amp or a metal amp or a rock amp. And the other key thing for us is that it's really important we're not telling you what your sound is. It's all about finding your own sound. So that's our tagline, the sound in your head.
Right.
So some unique features in our amps, like the ISF control, enable you to, in effect, voice the amp yourself to find your sound.
Cool. Lastly, what kind of a name is Heyhoe?
If you want the honest answer, apart from being a weird rock and roll name, it's Anglo-Saxon Viking name, which means high hill.
So it is actually is that your given name?
It's my given name. There you go.
That's the coolest freaking given name I've ever heard in my life. No stage name required. That's the name Paul Heyhoe was born with, and don't you forget it. Paul, are you going to be at the Blackstar booth at NAMM this week?
On and off, yeah, I'll be floating around. So, yeah, come by, come see us. And if I'm not there, there'll be another bald man there.
Cool. Well, it was nice talking to you. Cheers to
And
you.
you.
Congratulations
Cheers.
on 10 years, and here's to 10 more years.
Thank you very much indeed.
For EnterTalk Radio, this is Ariel Levine, sponsored by Pitbull Audio, and we'll see you this week at NAMM. Thanks.
All right, cool.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I was Lauren.
Thanks,
Lauren was
Thanks,
my
man. Uh-oh. Thank you very much for that.
Sir.
No,
I'll see you
thank
over the booth, man.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm just going to record it.
Yeah, I think this is